she brings a lot to the table.
What a shot from Alshon. Grabs the sideline in a 1-point lead early in game 1.
Yeah, Christian hits that shot particularly well. He moves to the forehand and pulls it cross court. Really makes you have to respect that shot, and then opens up the line for himself. I'm going to be curious to see how much drive and close Christian does, particularly when the ball goes to his forehand. Is he going to drive up the line and try to exploit Federico's backhand?
Wow, that's a beauty from Federico Staksrud.
Because Federico is not the tallest guy in the draw, and sometimes if you can get him stretched out to the backhand, you can get some errors there, or at least some weaker shots. So Christian can put pressure with that particular play. I'm curious to see if he's going to use it. And a couple freebies on both sides here. A couple missed returns. It may very well be the ball that is causing a lot of these return misses, because in the past few matches, definitely seeing a few more return errors from the top players. So you got to think it's either wind or the ball, and I'm more inclined to say it's the ball, especially because it's only our second tournament with that new Vulcan ball.
5 matches in total play between these two. The edge currently to Federico Staksrud. 3 wins over Christian Alshon. Most recently, as I mentioned, in Palm Springs this season. Oh, that's a beautiful shot from Staksrud down the line.
Yeah, very compact with that backswing on the backhand side, and very accurate. He doesn't hit it as hard as some of the other players, but his accuracy is pinpoint perfect. And there you have the same thing on the forehand.
Cleaning up. The last 2 matches ahead of the Masters, though, Christian Alshon had the edge on Staksrud, beating him in 3 at San Clemente in the finals. And then in Denver, also beat Staksrud in 3, making his run to the final against Ben Johns.
Yeah, it's been very back and forth with these two. It's not like one has had the edge overall, Federico winning 1 more overall, but Christian wins today. It's pretty much exactly back and forth.
Federico Staksrud on a bit of a run here in game number 1 of the quarterfinals against Christian Alshon. A lot of pretty passing shots for the Argentinian.
And that's a big reach in there by Christian. He's really improved that shot in the past year, where Federico had a really good aggressive drop to his backhand, but he has that great reach. But now he's starting to actually use topspin and roll it, rather than before he was sort of letting in the opposition a lot of times with more of a dead underspin. So by rolling it, he's able to keep Federico even halfway back, and that's the reason he got possession of the serve and ultimately scored this next point. I think Federico was questioning whether the referee saw that one or if he can challenge, because it was very close, but I think the initial ruling was in.
All right, here's the verdict.
After video review, the no call stands, the ball was in. Timeout lost, challenge lost. 1 timeout, 1 timeout. We'll proceed at 3-5.
All right, challenge lost for Staksrud, 1 remains. And Alshon looking to close the 2-point gap. Wide.
And that's an awfully good return, but I think he missed the sitter there. Didn't need to go for that much, but that's what Federico's speed will do. Christian electing to stay back.
Why would that be?
Yeah, it's not something that you necessarily recommend on the men's side. Just generally, they are able to cover the kitchen line well enough to justify moving in. And I think that paddle may have played its last point. He gave it a pretty good smash against the foot there. I guess if there's a body part to smash the paddle against, the foot would be one of the better ones. Although not advisable.
You can file that one away for your next let cord reaction.
Generally, my paddle is not the one that pays the price on those. It's usually my hat.
Not a good day to be a hat of Colin Johns if there are any let cords on the court.
Particularly if I get hit off the let cord. That's the...
You don't like that?
Yeah, that's the worst one. Insult to injury. Or should I be saying that in reverse? Injury to insult.
Just wide there for Staksrud. Little cat and mouse action between these two. Alshon trailing by 5. Not the scoreline we might have expected. Ooh, crafty ATP from Staksrud. That ball did not even come off the ground.
Yeah, I think Alshon is asking the referee if they saw it. And he's taking the ball, so it looks like there's either a challenge or...
There's a challenge whether or not the ball was in or out right here. With the challenge, it's 9-4. With the
You didn't call it, you just challenged him. Same thing outside.
the challenge. Right. The challenge in the in ruling. In ruling puts us at 9-4.
Verdict incoming from Vicky
After
Ryan.
video review, the call stands. The ball was in. Timeout lost, challenge lost. We'll resume play at side out, 9-4.
Smart placement off the let cord from Federico. Staksrud takes back a game point.
Yeah, this game had just gone completely wrong for Christian, and Federico doing what he does best.
The official ball of the PPA Tour.
In 2023, Federico Staksrud came away with 3 golds, 8 silvers, and 4 bronze medals. Big season for him.
And there's that shot.
Point.
If you can stretch him out, Federico can give you some errors on that side. Not that it's an easy shot by any stretch. That's a lot of pressure, but that's also one of Alshon's best shots. So you always try to match up some of your best shots to the opponent's lesser shots. And that's just not good enough.
A lot of Staksrud's game looks like Ben John's, tactically speaking, technique-wise.
Yes, the mechanics are quite similar on certain shots. Definitely that backhand side.
Side out. 1-0. Side out.
It looks like Christian is trying out some new two-handed artillery that he's been working on. It just hasn't gone his way yet.
0-1.
Be interesting to see if he starts to abandon that and run around and hit the forehand, which has been his MO up to this point. or if he continues to try to take a rip at some of these two-handers.
1-0.
That's a good shot. That's much more of the brand of pickleball that Christian wants to play. Use his athleticism and length to cut the ball off and be aggressive.
Side out. Two.
Oh, that ball took a funky bounce on Alshon, it looked like.
Yeah, maybe just inside the baseline there, catching a piece of the line. And, yep, that's going to be tough to return, especially on the short hop.
1-2. Point.
Oh.
A little bit of good fortune. Sometimes that's all you need to turn it around. So see if Alshon builds on this early lead that he had.
2-2.
That's a good drop. That's what he needs to do a lot more of. Definitely attack the backhand. You can do it with drives. You can do it with aggressive roll drops like that. But then crash in and put pressure. And Federico unhappy about something. I'm not sure if it's something behind the court or if it's the serve rule that he's saying that Christian is making contact higher than his waist. But I'm not entirely sure what the problem is.
3-2.
Beautiful shot from Staksrud.
Yeah, I like the play, though. It just, the execution wasn't as good as it needed to be. It was too central, and Federico, when it's in front of his body, he's able to get that all the way across court and beat Christian, but if he can get that a little bit wider, I like his chances.
Point. Three.
And again, just not good enough on the cat and mouse, too high. Federico quick to take advantage of that. And honestly, that could be a little bit of the paddle change. When you're used to playing with the paddle for a period of time and you switch to something else, even if it's as good or better than the previous paddle, you're just not 100% comfortable yet.
Side out. Four. Side out.
Nice service chance for Alshon.
4-3.
Just inside the line. Ooh, Federico had him beat there. Held that backhand just long enough, but not able to make it. We'll see if Christian keeps going after the serve here. I think that's important for him to get that little bit of extra space and then also potentially getting more forehand. That's the Alshon brand of pickleball, and he has the threat of the down the line there, so you can't really sell out and move to the crossboard too early. And very quick to take advantage moving forward. And
have you there as we continue our quarterfinal coverage. Christian Alshon and Federico Staksrud in game 2. That's a nice ball from Staksrud. Tough angle to hit from that point.
Yeah, I like how he didn't do too much with it. He got it going off at an angle with topspin, but he didn't really play it super close to the sideline. So good safety on that, good discipline play. Oh, that's a nice point all around. Great for Federico to work his way back in, but ultimately Christian gets the winner. And forehand winner. This game going much, much better for Christian Alshon. And opting to move around and hit the forehand that time. Definitely like the play.
What a shot from Staksrud. Hooks it inside the transition area. Tough to beat Alshon from the kitchen. That's incredible.
Yeah, he's very, very accurate with all of his passing shots. They don't necessarily go super fast all the time, but hits them hard enough and is very accurate.
Oh my, that was
he was
close.
Not far from making that. That would have been ridiculous. That's a great drop. And that sets the table for this. Even if he loses this point, ends up winning it, that's the recipe right there. Go after the serve a little bit, roll aggressively or drive aggressively at the backhand. It opens up other things, and then close aggressively.
Great mobility from Alshon, ultimately won by Staksrud.
A little late getting to the kitchen line there, but it looks like that return stayed just low enough. Federico not able to get under it. Nice little two-hander roll, and just barely overplayed his hand. A great shot from Federico, but moving a little bit too aggressively to his right.
Great deception by Federico Staksrud on the two-hander from the kitchen and the kitchen sink angle.
That's a great drop. But the length from Christian there is just so important. Oh no.
Staksrud
I thought he had it. Federico with the balance to execute just enough cross court. I thought for sure Christian had that one locked up.
Too good from Federico Staksrud. Back within one. Ties it up at 7.
Yeah, and while Christian has hit some good two-handers here at the net and one from the back, it has let him down more than it has helped him. So we'll see if he goes back to more of his bread and butter here at the end of game 2. But that's a good stop. That was definitely not his best effort on the two-hander. He had space to work with, but just caught the inside of the ball and sent it well wide.
Staksrud on the fly, all over it. That ball was dropping to the corner.
Yeah, Federico is very good on the stretch there to the forehand, compact to the backswing, but he gets good power on it. So if you're going to try to sneak it up his line, you got to be really sure that you can get a paddle on the next one. Federico a little frustrated with that miss serve, but I kind of like it. Definitely keep the pressure on. If you're not missing a couple serves a game, in singles you're not serving appropriately, at least in my opinion. So Federico hasn't given a lot away, barely missed it long. And Federico, and then Alshon decides to give it right back to him. Not a good time for that.
You're down a game and down a point in game 2 for Alshon.
Oh, good cover.
Wow, Alshon came away with it defensively. Unbelievable coverage.
Yeah, a little fortunate there, but good stick save here, and Federico overhits the last one. Oh, there's the shot. And he lost the point, but he did get back by using that drive to that backhand side. But Federico up to the task.
The shot for Alshon you're referring to,
yes,
stretch out.
The forehand,
backhand.
The forehand drive up the line there to get Federico to have to cut the volley versus hit it in front of him. I really like that shot for his chances. That's a great stretch. That's a good serve. Oh,
Yes, back.
Overcooked it. Definitely did what he wanted with the serve to open up the space. Looks like Federico might be calling an offensive timeout now. Was always looking to improve his own game, whether it's in singles, doubles, mixed. Every time I see Federico, something is better. So it means that he's putting in a lot of work off the court, as well as on the court, to make sure that he is maximizing how good he can be.
Well, there's maybe another benefit of the offensive timeout, a missed return from Christian Alshon. The serve of Staksrud.
Oof, that is not how you want to come out of the timeout if you're Christian.
Match point now for Federico Staksrud.
And there it is. Very clean, very tidy performance from Federico Staksrud. This one was not really in too much doubt, although Christian made a nice push there in the second game.
Staksrud to the broadcast now with Michelle McMahon and Colin Johns. Fed, congrats on yet another semifinal appearance. What was the key to success against a tough Christian Alshon opponent in the quarters?
Just the Colin John's coaching just helped me out so much this year. So.
Share more.
Yeah, no,
What has he taught you?
No, we can't show them.
Boo.
No, I mean, Christian is a great player. Have a game plan against him and try to execute it as much as I could, and it worked well today. I'm sure I'm going to see him many more times this year, and it's going to be 50-50. Could go any way.
Hey, Federico, Colin here. Other than my coaching before the match, what were some of the keys to stretching Christian out? He's got great length covering the kitchen line, but you have some of the most accurate passing shots. Do you consciously try to take a little bit off just to be that much more accurate with the passing shots, or are you just that good?
No, you're a better coach. That's the problem. No, I mean, it's like in singles, I feel like if you go 100% for that ball, it's gonna sit a little bit higher. So I just try to go 60-70%, so that ball can dip a little more. So it's just tougher for my opponents to get, and always try to launch, just come in and take advantage of the next ball.
Well, big opportunity here, Federico. No Ben Johns alive in the draw. You have Tyson McGuffin next. So how do you approach this semifinal matchup against Tyson?
Every match is tough. Tyson is just a great competitor. He's going to try to use the crowd. He's going to try to use, his loud noises. And yeah, I'm going to just try to do my game and try to execute every point. Try not to give some freebies, and hopefully I can be championship Sunday again and have a shot at the title.
All right, Federico Staksrud looking for his second straight final appearance in as many tournaments. Congrats, Fed. We will see you later on in the semifinals.